camera turns to see riders break from a castle. A series of them charging out into the woodlands, right through the Saxon camp, and the others a swift turn, rounding the castle and retreating to the west. We see the vision, or the camera zoom in, as we see the young Sir Coric of Newton Manor at the helm, a few other knights riding hard, with Saxons now pursuing the path down the road to Sarum. And with that, we begin our episode. It is the finale of a very long chapter of Pendragon, and technically, the session will be rolled, at least in part, in 6th edition. Anytime we're playing the young guys, we'll be in 6th edition. Anytime we're playing the old guys, we'll be doing elsewhere. But as we zoom in on Coric right now, Coric, which it's up. I get it right? Coric, yes, I got it right.
Coric, yeah, you got it.
As we zoom in on Coric, I'm going to give you a couple of rolls. These rolls are really important. We're going to start with the basics of simply determining a roll versus your horse movement. So we want to have you roll, and with the steed you're on, you're aiming to roll higher than, or lower, than a 16.
16. Do I have a spot on here to roll that directly from the horse? Oh, wait, here.
If
16,
not,
but I don't see a way to roll it.
you can just roll it right in the chat for this one. That's okay.
All right.
That's what we were doing for the others.
Yeah. When we cut over to the 6th edition and roll 20, when we're not trying to marry two systems awkwardly together, which...
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Okay. Not immediately. The next roll now is a horsemanship roll -10.
We are so back.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. All the bad luck on Coric. Horsemanship. Oh, sorry, -10. So actually, that would have succeeded.
Yeah.
Would it?
No?
Because it would have. Oh, no, sorry. So
Yes, it would have been a 12 versus 3.
12 versus 3 is not good.
I wanted it as bad as you did, Zach, but...
You just believe in the heart of the cards or horses.
No, but guys, this is actually a good thing. Trust me.
Yeah.
Fine.
This is all part of the plan.
As you ride over the rough terrain around the castle, your horse's leg, all of a sudden, it dips a bit. And you keep riding, and your horse gets slower and slower, and the other knights begin to pass you. And it's not so much that you're eating shit right now, because you didn't fumble on horsemanship, but your horse has clearly damaged the leg, and it's losing speed quickly. You look back, and you see the Saxons in pursuit.
How many Saxons?
Let's determine. Let's determine. It's only fair. I'll do 1 plus 1d4. 4. Or manage to keep up enough with you guys.
Okay.
You do still have, like, just to set the scene, it did take them time, just like the other group, to kind of pursue you. So they are at a distance, but with what's happening with the horse right now, the distance is quickly closing.
All right. And Coric, did we establish Coric was the one leading this group, or was he just part of it?
He was part of it, I believe.
I think he's leading it.
Well, you know what? Because I think we did establish that there weren't a lot of old knights here, right? And so they're sending out, yeah.
The 15-year-old is leading the group at night. That's crazy.
I don't know if I
But
don't.
it was important for him to redeem himself.
Coric would have stepped up. Like, he would have totally took the opportunity to lead the crew if given the chance. Now, I get it. He's probably not looked upon very highly at this point in time, so maybe he still got passed over, but given the opportunity, he would.
13 horsemanship, that might be the reason why you're chosen. That's pretty good for like a knight base. Horsemanship is not usually that good, right? So,
well it's normally like 15.
No, not in the new system. The dex base.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll say that. quite simply, your skills, a horseman, as a notable horse rider, not a famous horse rider, but notable. You were chosen because this is not meant to come to blows, right? You guys the goal is to be quick and quiet and relatively light in the case of Korik, right? Being as young as he is. But that's failing. And you see that the riders, your allies, are just about to pass you as your horse sort of starts stumbling and slowing down on its leg.
I think he is going to, if he's leading this crew, he'll probably call out, just like we planned, a distraction horse. Here, I'll hop onto yours too. Korik is looking to hop onto the back of someone else while, trying to lead the horse some other direction. And I don't know if you can really do that when abandoning ship, but he can try.
We'll
we
see
did
how
do
it
something
works.
similar with Jaren's horse. The terrain and the circumstances were a little bit different.
All right. You've got Sir Brian in here.
Reckless 16, that's what we need.
Yes, you do. I was going to say, because if you had cowardly, you might just turn and keep riding, right? So I think Brian moves over to you. He really hates the Saxons too, but he knows the orders are to get to Sarah, and that anything else is a fool's errand. He'll stop and he'll ready his horse beside you, giving you an opportunity to jump off. I need 3 rolls as a 5, a 3, and a 3. You're gonna make a horsemanship roll, a dex roll, and what would be an appropriate third? Battle.
Roll?
We'll do battle because you're trying to send off like the decoy horse a bit, like you're trying to create a
Okay.
Yeah.
3, so
Yeah, so you want to succeed and you want to get higher than that number, and you get to plug and play any of those 3 against the other 3.
and if I were to use a passion, it's just for one of these rolls?
Correct.
All right. I guess decent horsemanship, so let's just do that one. Oh, that's a close. That's close. Dexterity. He has decent dexterity too. We will just roll. Right. And battle is a 5. He is not a battle master yet.
Yeah.
I think I want to use a passion for this one then. Let's do honor would not make sense in this situation in particular. So he is going to use love family. He can't let his family down, especially this early in the escape. He would look really bad if he died this early, and he doesn't want to look good. He doesn't want to look bad. So we'll roll it.
Oh, so close. Oh, that's just a passion, so that's good. I was thinking like a 3,
Yes.
but
Oh, yeah. No, this is +5 to the battle, so that'll make it a 10. Still no.
decoy
2 out of
horse
3 is not
didn't
bad.
work out, but you are riding as a second on Sir Brian's horse as the 2 of you make your way, and he is probably young as well. We're gonna say he is 18. Yet another Wilton knight, someone that bloodied themselves with Robert. So he was knighted youthfully at 17, much to Jaren's
perfect.
chagrin.
Yeah, Jaren is fuming, but the kid knights are getting shit done, I guess.
Yeah, it's a Goonies squad back in Pendragon. So, nevertheless, so just to explain to the terrain, that was difficult terrain on purpose to create cavalry and complications around the castle. It so happened that you're friendly, and that's not ideal. So you abandon the horse. The horse isn't really able to pull any of them away in as a decoy, but you're gonna get there. I think at that point we kind of see the last bit of that scene as Cork gets hops sort of heroically from one horse to the other, lands on the back behind Sir Brian. They ride off, and we see them slowly lose the Saxons in the distance. We cut ahead and we see Korik and Brian and the other 2 on 3 horses up ahead, Sarum, the rock capital. And that's really important, I will note, because that determines if anyone else in the fucking whole county of Salisbury knows that this is happening. So, congratulations. We cut away from Cork to friends, longtime friends, now who knows. We see Sir Edrich, after defeating, alongside the Sword of Victory, a long-term foe in the Praetor Siagrius. As he rides through what looks like a very defensible ground, a little subtitle pops up stating, devices. You see Edric's slow ride in. From here, we will cut to not Sir Percy. Let me adjust. We're not going to worry about names here, folks. We got lots. We're closing out the game here.
It'll take too much time. There's no time to explain.
Yes.
How did you get here? Why are you wearing your cousin's face? Merlin.
Everything's Merlin's fault. I mean, if you want to say that, it's kind of fair, honestly. But we cut to Sir Virgil. You have one of your, what do we call your lackeys again? Jimmies and the Billies?
Yeah, so the ones that are attached to me as my bodyguards are specifically the Jimmies. The ones that are at devices are the Timmies, and the ones that stay at Durnford Manor, which actually have probably been moved off of that now, are the Billies. So they're probably here at devices as well. All of them. The whole gang's here.
All right. Well, one of them steps forward and they say, Sir Virgil, Sir Edrich is arriving with a convoy. You have no reason. Why the hell would he be north of here? You have no idea.
It's on another one of his adventures, then. Great. Not like we're in a time of crisis. Sir Sior, welcome them to devices. Make sure they're fed, places to stay, and that they have fresh horses if they need to ride through. But make sure Edrich comes to see me. Will you?
Indeed. Sir, it looked like some of them were wounded.
Did I say anything that implied that they shouldn't be taken care of?
They'll be looked after.
I thought so. Leave me.
With that, he exits. We cut to Sir Edrich, as you are hailed and welcomed in. Baron, Sir Virgil, will see you now. Marshal Edrich.
Of course. Thank you, Sir Knight.
He offers
And
his
he will
hospitality.
nod. I am glad to hear it. We have wounded, and though I am fit to ride, a night of rest would do us all well. Thank you.
Indeed, trouble on the roads.
Trouble up north. The Praetor Siagrius and his pillaging of our vaults in our land have been curtailed permanently.
Interesting. Very good. He looks impressed with that. I will note, Virgil, there's been no word from Sarum or anything about Duplain. So that's why we're playing it cool here. That's
Indeed.
yeah, it's not come here yet. So Virgil, before Edrich enters, is there anything you need to do or want to do with the frame? Like, where are you setting this scene? Because you're the host, so you get to decide where the scene takes place.
I think there is specifically in Duplain's, there is a particular window that overlooks like the larger encircled courtyard and then the battlefield that Virgil is meticulously set up to be a kill zone just beyond that. And I think he's got a little, like, not a big table, but a little two-person table that's set right in front of it. It looks like there could be food placed on it relatively comfortably, but there isn't currently. Right now, I think there's just two empty chalices and that's it. As he comes in, Virgil's got his arms behind his back and he's just looking out the window.
Now announcing Baron Sir Edrich, Marshal of Salisbury.
Skip the pleasantries. I know who he is.
And I think Sir Edrich will wait for the herald to kind of back away a little bit before he continues. So. And he will say, Baron Virgil, thank you for your hospitality. It is well received for many of my men.
Tell me, what adventure were you on this time?
Praetor Siagrius was seen coming with a convoy of Saxon mercenaries. We spied a chance to bring him to justice for various crimes, not least of which the crucifixion of Salisbury knights. It was completed.
Sanctioned by the Count, by the Earl, of course.
Correct.
Glad they're putting our marshal to good use.
Indeed. Sigarius was a praetor long ago when I was but an early knight. He was an ally temporarily, but the actions of Prince Maddock and later King Uther at the time soured him, drove him to madness. Since then, he's been engaging in banditry and mercenary actions against Kimri forces for nigh on 3 decades.
Virgil turns from the window for the first time and stares at you a little blankly for a moment. This mattered to Salisbury, why?
Just last year, he killed many Salisbury knights, pillaged
Exactly.
a holding on our land, right in the middle of it.
They're east, not north.
You're a bit quiet, Liam, by the way. Or at least for me, you are.
What about now? Is that better?
Oh, much
Definitely.
better.
Haha. I wonder what comes next. You haven't missed much. I want you to know, things have been quiet here for once. Spent years on building these castles and making sure that Salisbury was strong for defense, and the attack came from the east. And then nothing. I do hope it wasn't a waste of time.
I guarantee you that it isn't. There will come a time when Cornwall aggression will increase, and I believe they will bleed through these lands, as you predicted many years ago. And this is an excellent strategic position regardless. No matter what comes from the north, it will either go through here, through Silchester, or through forests. Attrition meets either of them.
Wonder if my name will ever be remembered with it.
Can I do some kind of roll or check to see what's going on with Virgil? I've seen Knights in Melancholy before, but
I think this goes past melancholy, though, does it not, at this point? Like, this is... Yeah, this is...
This is a personality shift in him. Yeah.
What's your intrigue? It's famous, is it not, Edrich?
it is. It's 19.
By the way Liam's playing it, I would suggest that no rolls required. Do you safe to say,
Yeah.
Virgil? That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I can say if you want to make a roll, I can give you more information about intuiting why he's behaving like this, but I'd say it's pretty obvious that, I mean, Virgil, this is a trajectory that I think would make sense based on the last few interactions you've had with him.
Indeed. If you are worried of your legacy, I will say you need fear nothing. You are a baron. You served in one of the largest and greatest battles that Salisbury's been a part of, and you acquitted yourself well, unlike 2 allied forces.
Never got near the sword of victory. And for what it's worth, this barony that the Earl has given us, there is a chance that whoever is elected High King, especially if they be Saxon, there is a chance that that won't stay with us, isn't there? That will be taken from me too.
There are many points that you have made. To the first, should a High King be Saxon, we have made enough enemies that we will have worse problems than the legitimacy of our holdings. The second, you carved this place from the hands of its traitorous holder with a sword and an army. It is yours, and the Earl saw fit to grant it to you.
But I didn't get to lay that blow on Sir Leaf, did I? I was unconscious. You slew him.
Is it practical effects that you worry about, or is it glory?
Both, neither. I don't know anymore. Everything's changing. Edrich can feel it. We're on the edge of something different. I think soon there won't be kings. There won't be nobility. There'll just be swords and those who no longer have them.
Much of what I have done in the service of Salisbury and of Logros is to make sure that that does not come to pass. Politics is a strange and unwieldy beast, but I can promise you, while legitimacy is hard to come by, people understand the necessity of stability, and just next year, they will decide who the king shall be. God willing, it will be no Saxon. I have my hopes, but...
There was a day where I hung off of your every... Now, it just sounds like the same slithering you give every night. I don't mean that as an insult. It's a great talent of yours. I just don't feel it anymore.
I understand. Cleverly chosen words can have an air of, let us say, inauthenticity. There we go. Ironic I got that one flubbed. But Edrich will continue. I cannot promise you that the world will get better. But, God willing, I can show you the world as it is now. I can feel the world changing as well. But there are some things that don't. Power, swords, and honor. You are worried, in a way, because your own stewardship of Durnford was returned to your young nephew, and worried also in a fashion that marshaldom was taken from you as well without much ceremony.
I feel betrayed by a great deal of people in my life that I valued me more than that. Yes.
And I apologize. Oh, sorry, you go.
I thought, maybe foolishly, that my wife understood who I was and took pride in that. And that when I came forward to do what I thought was the right thing, somehow that would be seen. I thought that the Earl would understand the position that I was in and not blindside me so intensely without a word, not a thought. And I thought, Edrich, thought that you cared about the duty more than you did your family. Maybe now that I've made my own home cold and empty, I can relate more to that. You told me when you knighted that Saxon that for you it meant nothing to him. It wouldn't give him any legitimacy, only allow him to think that he does stand to be king of all of Britain now, doesn't he? Do you regret it?
There are two answers. One, the one you want to hear, and the one that is true. In both cases, I do regret it. There are things greater than myself. For another, if there is to be a Saxon king of Logris, it shall not be Sled, but that is not the point that you wish to make. For my part in you feeling this betrayed, I can only apologize. And though I cannot speak for the others, my return to marshaldom was done as unceremoniously as your replacement. I was not told nor informed that I was marshal until a few weeks after my return. Politics is an unwieldy beast, and our lord is young. And speaking from personal experience, there are those 3 times his age who have not yet fully understood courtly etiquette or the way to manage these transferals. But I was not injured as much as you. For the last question, do you love your wife?
Yes. I do.
Do you believe she loves you? Love is a complicated thing. And I cannot say that I am an expert in it. Indeed, I have a stunning lack of experience with all but one. But we have experienced much in the way of heartache, pain, and tragedy. Of wrongs that I have committed against her, and she me. If you act towards her from a position of love, if you beg forgiveness and she sees fit to grant it, there is no betrayal from someone who was wrong. There is only reaction.
I do all it's me. That's all there is, Edrich. You have your run of the castle. All my resources are at your disposal, Lord Marshal. I'll see to it that you have fresh horses should you need to leave soon. Otherwise, my facilities are yours.
Thank you, Baron Virgil. I am sorry that relations between us have soured this much, but know that I always value you as a knight and a friend, even if you do not. Good afternoon.
Okay. I assume Edrich exits the conversation and returns to his room or whatever area is designated for him.
Does indeed. Now, Sir Virgil is a little bit unstable at the moment, but he wasn't planning on staying generally, but also at the moment. He wasn't planning on staying more than one night anyway. He's injured, but not enough to, slow him down. Needs to get back to Sarum and hear reports.
Mr. Bob, may I take hospitality?
Yep, absolutely.
There you go.
I'm also, may I take love my wife as well?
I'm good with it. You can take courtesy as well, because you didn't body slam anyone through a table this time, so.
The moment you described the window, I was like, that body slam will hurt.
Dead serious? That was a consideration.
I know it.
I think I am not going to take courtesy because I do think the bar is so low that I don't necessarily think Virgil passed that one if we were to be rolling it.
Okay. Yeah, it's fair. So at this point, a rider from Sarum arrives to see Sir Virgil, unaware that Edric's present.
Oh, aren't I popular today? Let me guess, there was another Lord Knight who would be better served holding devices for the meantime, just in this time of war we're in. Is that right?
Allow me to summarize the letter directly, Baron Virgil, the young knight says.
By all means.
Duplain is under siege by an army from Wessex. Earl Robert is inside the castle. They were there on a routine progress of the Earl's progress. Tax collecting.
Damned fool. And he legit pushes the knight out of the way and starts calling to rally his troops to head to Duplain's immediately.
Roll me a d20,
All right, man. He's
Edric.
planning on assassinating us.
Seven.
D20?
Oh, no, that was for Edric.
Edric.
Yeah,
All right.
it's-
Whoops.
He likes to have spies around. Yeah, so one of Edric's men finds him after. Sir, it seems that Virgil and his men are planning to make haste. Sarum was mentioned.
I see. Well, he looks down at himself. He had just gotten his gabardine and shirt off, and he's got, like, wounds which have been hastily bandaged, and goes, then we may as well dress to ride as well. Those who are fit to sit a horse, join me. Those who are not, remain here. We ride to Sarum too, and I will see what the kerfuffle is. Kerfuffle. See what the peril is that requires such haste.
Yeah, to your surprise, this is a quick mobilization, so only Virgil's men that are actually in garrison to a portion are here. You wouldn't have time to call for any banners anywhere within, the immediate barony itself.
That's totally fine.
If you talk to Virgil, I think he'll have an idea about that, but you'll have to find him.
Just getting his armor on, his two squires just like helping him turtle into the thing, and he's out the door again.
Make a castle hunting roll.
I got a family bonus for castle hunting.
What are you going to say,
I think
Zach?
just a side note, but the knight who definitely would have been in the forefront of delivering said letter to Sarum is probably all too eager to explain the situation in Duplain, because he knows everything about Duplain and a lot about the army that's there. And he's also 15 years old, and he's a knight.
Okay. So you want to say that Korik is the one here updating Virgil and Edric? Is that what you're suggesting?
I mean, given the opportunity, he would strive to take it.
We will say that, yeah, is that how you spell it? I forgot to stop. So we will say
it's with a K.
Oh, was it? Damn it. I forgot how to spell it from there. Okay.
What was the city our other lads went to? So this is Sarum, and we escaped to.
We went to Silchester. Which
Was it Silchester? And then we traveled somewhere else, right, to talk to.
We went to Levkabagus, then to Silchester.
That's
Okay.
the one.
Yeah, so we'll start this scene with Virgil, and then Virgil and Korik, and then Edric will have you fold in when I say go. Okay, so turns out that your dex is low. Okay, we'll start the scene with Korik and Virgil then.
What does this child look like as he comes up to quite large and quite terrifying Virgil as he's shouting orders?
I think I think I gave Bob a picture, but he looks young. He has a bit longer brown hair, brown eyes, seems to be quite thin for a knight, not very strong looking. He's not exactly tall either. He's kind of small. I think his size is 12, but he definitely has his chin high and looking. He may even have like a few, like he didn't clean himself off from the ride because he wants to look like he just came from the battlefield, even though he may have been here for like a few hours or whatever.
Right. Getting in character.
Quickly rubbing mud on him.
Right. Very, very formal when it comes to those he doesn't know of high authority. So I think when he sees Virgil, especially grumpy Virgil, and he's probably not the happiest Virgil right now, Korik will slow his stride for just a brief second, kind of looking to the corners of the room of where he may be able to dash to if necessary.
I want food and relief supplies prepared. We're leaving within the hour. Let's move.
And as he turns, I think he sees you, and he goes,
Whose squire is this? He's in my way.
Korik looks behind himself, looking for a squire. You're not referring to me, my lord, right? No, certainly not. I am Sir Korik. I have just traveled long and hard, fighting through many a Saxon to deliver the word that Duplain is under siege.
Get out of my way.
Korik was not ready for that one. He kind of, if he is in the way, he's not sure what he's in the way of, but he gets up against a wall.
I think Virgil starts walking just a straight line past. And you're welcome to walk with him. Like, he's not walking so fast, but you'll probably need to have a little bit of a quick gait in order to keep up with him.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll follow along. Sir Virgil, I have much to report from Duplain. We had a plan multiple groups to escape and ride out for help.
And given you're here, I'd say those plans worked well, at least in part, but I'm not sure what information that can do for us.
Well, from my calculations, both of our groups were quite competent, both being led by Newton Manor. I'm sure my cousin has made it at least to Lev Comagus. From there, they plan to reach out to our allies in Silchester. We should, hopefully, if they are still loyal, expect reinforcements from them.
But it's a long way, and I doubt they'll be able to muster forces quickly. How many Saxons? Is it a small force? Raiding party? Something capable of sieging Duplain, but I don't know how many that is.
Certainly more than your normal force. As a veteran of many battlefields, I don't believe I've seen this number before. I sadly was not at Netley Marsh, so perhaps the rumors I heard there was a great force there. I don't think it's the same force, but it is a very large force.
You're what, 12? You can't have seen more than 100 Saxons at a time. It's not really giving me a great expectation.
I've seen a little more than 100, and I am old enough to be knighted by our Earl. So, I can only do what I am commanded. What is your command, my lord?
If you can fight, then gather up whoever you can from your party who can still fight. Report to Marshal Edrich. He should be here. Make sure he knows who you are, and you can tell all the little details you care to share with him. In the meantime, we're marching out. Be ready to fight, be ready to spill blood, and be ready to kill. Can you do that?
With the best of them, sir.
Good. There might be hope for you yet, then, boy. And I think he'll give you like a hearty slap on the shoulder.
Court crumbles a little bit, but he still has a smile on his face despite taking damage from the blow.
Why don't we find Edrich together, then?
Edrich comes in.
Baron Virgil, I've heard there is some array. Does Sir Korik have his, coat of arms visible?
I think he would, but still has, the travel-worn gear on, But the emblem would be there. He's pretty proud of his house.
I'm told your men are being marshaled and riding for Sarum. And then he sees the 15-year-old Sir Korik. Indeed. I recognize your house colors, and indeed I recognize you for your youth. Tell me, what has the castle up in arms? I and many of my men are ready to ride.
The Earl's under siege. In Duplain, this boy rode here, collecting allies. They sent another party to Silchester.
Good. Well, obviously the situation is terrible, but we will ride to relieve them as soon as possible. For all
Boy said
that
it's the
your
largest Saxon force. The boy says it's the largest Saxon force he's ever seen, so it could be anywhere from 50 to 10,000 Saxons. It's impossible to say.
The boy has seen combat, I think, at least once in a raid on a border town.
Korik nods. It's true. I've been newly knighted, my lords, but I've done much studying. I am prepared to fight with the knights on the front line.
And indeed, so you shall be. If they have a force significant enough to handle Duplain, which itself was reinforced by my order a few years ago, they would have a significant amount and they would be coming from the north and the east. Very well. I understand what we must do.
Okay.
Oh, we had a few more years. Virgil's going to make the recommendation that you send some of your men who are healthy enough to ride, but not healthy enough to fight, to go and send for the bannermen while Virgil takes most of his, like all of his guys to march alongside you, under your command.
Excellent idea. The wounded, but those that can travel lightly, will go south and east, while we ride at a heavy pace. They will rally the men to join us in reinforcements, and we can muster as best we can. Provided, Silchester, he says, looking to Sir Coric, has been contacted and will provide reinforcement. We can strike them in a pincer. Duplain the anvil, we the hammer.
Let's hope the Earl doesn't do anything reckless.
We should ride at speed, he says, without quite responding to that statement.
With that, go ahead.
And just one last thing, and as we're probably walking off, Coric would say, and since myself and the others who escaped rode bravely through the camps of the Saxons to get here, I could probably mark off on a map a few of the fortifications I think I saw. They may have changed them since then, but I think I've learned a lot just passing by.
Good.
So long
You'll
as you are
ride with me
honest.
then.
Indeed, so long as you are honest about what you've seen and a tactical assessment therein, I believe that will be very useful for our forces. Despite the circumstances in which you came to knighthood, you have done well here and now.
And he'll just smile and nod to that. And it's like that smile of a shit-eating grin of a kid who got away with something, but he's not going to comment on it because he knows it's true.
If he had commented on it, he may be getting thwacked. Just a little bit, though.
That we cut away to Cornwall, the county of Devon, as Sir Florence arrives back home. Florence, as you arrive, you learn that there is a visitor, Devon, who's been here for the past week or so. One Prince Mark.
All right. I would go to see him immediately.
When you reach him, you see the royal guard present, and of course is your castle. You see Mark sits over a game. I don't think there's chess. I forget what it's called. But it's like the equivalent of that. It's like an early chess, I believe. It's in the Book of Peace. And
Proto chess, as they call it.
proto chess, as we call it. You see him setting the board, and then you arrive, and he looks to you. He doesn't quite stand up, but he offers a nod.
He gives a nod in return. My lord?
Away on business.
Indeed, I was. A small matter that need to be taken care of.
You're cited by some of my spies as far north as Bath. Usually it's customary that an earl of a kingdom would report their movements, especially if they're bringing armies through lands that are far from our allies, such as Somerset.
Well, that is true, my lord. I'm afraid I did not have a lot of time. It was a time-sensitive endeavor. But have no fear, my report shall be given to you and, of course, your lord father, once I have had the time to have it written up.
Very good. Formal report would be good, but is there anything you wish to share for me about your dealings elsewhere, verbally?
Of course. Well, there was an issue with a mercenary, a Roman. I believe his name was...
Diagorus.
Yes, that's the one.
He served in our ranks well during the war against Summerland.
Indeed, I'm sure he did. But he is a mercenary, is he not?
Likely a Logris issue, yes. Pray tell, for
Seems
what
Logris dealt with
reason
it.
did he reach your concern, Florence? If I understand it correctly, you are a veteran of the war in Soissons, the mainland. You fought with him once.
Indeed. And in that regard, as one who has seen what a great man he can be, I owe it to him to ensure his legacy is not further damaged by his rambling and madness.
Oh, yes, this matter of a boy and heir of Uther. Good thing that that was dealt with on the battlefield. Yes, but this Winter Prince is gone.
It has certainly made things less complicated, but there are still further issues when it comes to the seat of High King. Many players still on the proverbial board, as he gestures down to the proto chessboard.
Just wanted to give a big thank you and shout out to Yabadoodle for bringing us to the big 400 mark. Long time to get here. Thank you very much, sir. So, Florence, there's been other rumors, some buzzing perhaps, that this Winter Prince was not, in fact, the boy who was born or was conceived in Tintagel. Do you have any experience with such rumors?
Fortunately, my lord, I was not in Tentagel. I was involved in a different battle at the time, so I cannot speak to it.
You must have been in Terrible.
Yes.
I owe you my
Quite the battle.
thanks for slaying a ruthless foe that was the Duke Gorlo. He was no ally of my father or our.
I know that to be sure. Though perhaps my honesty compels me to inform you that it was not I that struck the final blow, but one Sir Edrich.
Ah,
In fact, he did so protecting my life.
that marshal in Salisbury.
Indeed.
You haven't heard anything about a boy whisked away by Merlin?
I've heard perhaps as much as you have.
Intrigue.
Not a complete lie, but certainly not the truth.
Yep. Any gleaming of
Who's
truth you
Merlin?
might have. Yeah. Merlin. Oh, the pagan.
The pagan, right. Should I call upon my hospitality?
Not with veiling the truth.
No, that's fair. All right, I'm going to call upon my honor to protect my oaths that I have sworn.
Not while veiling the truth.
Oh, not while veiling the truth?
I think he should be allowed to have.
It's honorable
all the
to
power.
lie. Don't you know that, Bob?
It's not dishonorable in this case. It's
I
just
mean,
not honorable
yeah.
in this case. Does that make sense?
Alright.
Do you have the Pendragon
yeah.
thing?
I do, but it's low, so I'm going to use loyalty, sword of victory.
Is it low? Interesting. I thought it was one of your higher ones.
Oh, it's 15. It was 16, but then I lost it because I
you
fumbled.
madness. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I keep fucking fumbling. So yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
look
critical.
at that. There you
Yeah.
go. All right, so goes to 19. You get 18 glory, and you get to roll a plus 10 for this roll,
Plus 10.
which is
Ooh.
really good because this is not something you want him to get aware of.
Yeah, I don't want him to win this. Ooh, that was a rough roll. 13.
I will warn you that his intrigue is 20.
Yeah. So it's pretty much whoever can roll higher at this point. Blue.
Yeah, that
This
plus
is an
10 came
intense
in.
game.
Yeah.
Eh.
If not for that plus 10, if it was a plus 5.
Oh,
you
I would
would've-
have lost.
Yep. He studies you for a moment. It's clear that he's suspicious of you, but it's like he's still a respect there, I think is what you get the impression of. And he seems to shrug. Fair enough. Perhaps this Edrich, or I've heard rumors that Sir Jaren still remains somewhere out east.
Weird.
In any rate, do not let my stay here trouble you any longer, Florence.
It is no trouble, my lord. It is always a pleasure to have you.
I understand what you were asked to do out in Netley Marsh. Must have been difficult to fight and seek to destroy your own homeland. You must have felt like such a turncoat, such a betrayer.
I don't know what you mean, my lord. My service is to your lord father. He is my king, after all. To what higher loyalties do we have than to a king?
This is true. But to what king? You know, you say that the Supreme Collegium is meeting. Even now, they're preparing for a new king of Logris, and perhaps a high king. Who's to say?
You think they would name one?
I'm not so certain that they like any of those who remain for the role of the High King. I think there are many that hope that Logris will be the seat of whatever this High King is when he is named, trying to avoid such cases as Vortigern once more.
Yes.
But I expect we'll hear soon, and I'm certain Father will wish such a role. You were cited quite recently with Face, a squire. There were some rumors. Are you traveling with a squire that is the son of Morgause and King Lot?
Indeed I am.
And under what relationship, if you might allow me to ask? Is he your squire? Or Simply a friend?
Well, he is my squire. It was part of a promise from a long time ago. I was a
Perhaps-
younger man back then, but I am, if anything, a man of my word.
I see. Terrible. It says, I want you to keep him close. Tension should rise with King Lot in Cornwall. He would be a great political hostage.
I have no doubt he would be, my lord. But just so I'm clear, he is my squire. And he kind of leans forward at this and says, and I will ensure that he is educated in the way that I see fit. After all, he is part of my household for the time being.
Of course. Of course. No, sorry, I had to do that on accident. But he,
I think this is probably the first time Florence has like a little bit of menace to his words.
yeah,
He's like, don't fuck with me on this.
yeah. I'm going to test his proud.
Yeah.
Okay. He grits his teeth though. He's courteous for the most part. If he respects someone, he respects you. I would not take that right away from you. Just know that father would be very disappointed if you let such a squire go when he is so important to the future of the North, potential threat to our future.
And I will continue to serve my king in whatever way he deems fit.
Good.
But, what's the saying? It's important that when one has a hound at their side, that they are not just bark, but they have a fair bit of bite to them as well. And I have met many a man who would call me a dog. Trust me that, my lord.
Simply wish to remind you that I will not be a prince forever. One day I will be your king.
Of course, my lord. And when that time comes, I will serve you loyally.
Intrigue test.
Full of shit. I still be impassioned, right?
We are doing 5.2 right now, so yes, you would.
Oh, yay!
Yes, you would. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you were like, actually, we're doing it this way. I'm like, oh, that's good.
The old knights are still in 5.2 land, and the new knights are in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Perfect.
Nice.
He nods. Your words, though a bit full of shit, are sound enough, and he nods.
Yeah, they placate him for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very good then. I will not. I've been here for some time, so we will be departing first thing in the morning. We're heading back to Tintagel. Father would welcome you to his Christmas court this year, Sir Florence, if you would be willing.
Of course.
And with that, we cut to a scene with Sir Bar and Earl Robert looking over the wall as the army begins to siege the Castle de Plain. Robert looks over at Bar and says, "Do you think they made it?" Bar says, "Let's trust that they did." Robert says, "And if they didn't, what then?" Bar nods solemn. "We will fight our hardest." Robert's eyes move away from the typical look of pride to a realization of reality and fear, that if this siege is not broken from outside, that they're likely doomed. And with that, we take our break for the night. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and we will resume with the young knights and their return with the muster from Silchester. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Farewell.
As we change scenes, we cut to our young knights. We see them in quantity amongst the Silchester muster. I'm going to give all of you an awareness test as you ride along with the Duke Ulfius.
Success.
Success, somehow.
Squire Helen's got eyes on regular head.
The best place.
And this is Jiren the Lesser, yes?
Yes, we got Squire Helen. I'm going to quickly update the names. We got Jaren.
Hell yeah.
I think you spelled it differently too. The R, one R or two
Yes,
R's?
correct.
For you.
One in Jiren the Lesser, it's spelled just like Perin, but with a J. Jerin. He thinks that Perin thought that that's how Jiren spelled it too. He didn't know. He
Jiren
knows how to
doesn't know how
spell
to
his
spell
name
his
and
own
nothing
name.
else.
And Lucius, right?
I love how Zach goes from the youngest of the crew to now the oldest.
Yeah, and Hugin.
Hugin is here. By the way, if we're here with the Silchester people, where was Lady Jenna at during this all?
Lady Jenna is actually back in Sarum.
Okay.
It's part of
okay.
why Ulfius is concerned and having
So
such a
Ethan,
response.
I know that it isn't my place to say, but this is absolutely not the time. We've got to really lock in.
Well, wherever Lady Jenna is, Tegan Wynn is being the lady in waiting. So I mean, you just gotta know. You gotta keep the pieces on the board, in mind.
You recall
We-
she
we
was still
gotta
back in
keep them.
court. She was back in. So we got 2 successes. Hugan succeeded 3, and then Jaren did not. Okay, so for Hugan, Lucius, and Squire Helen, all of you sight ahead some riders way in the distance. Just like a few, like less than a convoy. And as you're marching this way, they turn and they start to ride on the same course you are. But they are not marching an army, so they will be out of sight soon.
They'll be reporting our presence to the main army, if I'm to make a guess.
It seems so. A question first, Bob. Are we under the command of someone else, or being of Salisbury, we're kind of on our own to do our, guerrilla tactics, or are we following under the leadership of someone?
Technically, you've attached yourself to Ulfius' army, but you don't have any formal rank in command or anything, so you could easily detach. You'd probably want to notify someone you are doing so, but there's nothing binding you here to stay under the attachment of Ulfius.
Okay. Hugon looks to the other Salisbury knights. Not so sure it'd be good to ride after them either, in case they had a trap laying in wait. But perhaps we should seek the guidance of one from Silchester.
We won't have
Very well.
much time, but I agree.
Okay. Well, can we help?
Well, let's look for the one with the most insignias and emblems. They're probably important.
Are we being led directly by the Duke?
Yes, but it's a matter of, aside from meeting him, I don't know if any of you would know. I think it'd be interesting to do a recognize or heraldry roll. I think it's all recognize
Yeah.
in 6th edition, yeah?
Yeah.
Success.
Success.
I'm pretty sure
Jaren.
that the guy that's leading us is Sir Jaren. Is that your uncle?
I think so. Is that my uncle?
That's not a knight. That's a crazed woodsman.
Helen and Lucius, you're aware that the
thank
Duke
God.
himself,
I think we could use these woodmen.
Ulfius, because you passed the roll, Ulfius is the former best friend of Uther. He too was whisked away from Vortigern's threat years and years ago. Returned with him, fought for Uther and his brother, and was rewarded handsomely.
Indeed. We are being led by the Duke. Indeed, his convoy is in that direction. Right, Sir Lucius?
Correct. Surprising that he himself is leading us. I suppose he wants to make sure it gets done.
It's a good ethos.
This is, if I wasn't filled by such a sense of dread for the safety of everybody we know and love, I would be really excited by this. I mean, the last time it felt like kind of circumstances forced us into a desperate situation, and, well, I guess it's not that different now either.
What on earth is that roll? It looks very bad. But Helen will say, we had the choice whether to remain and recover or to come with the army, and it's our duty and our honor to do this. I feel the same way you do. I feel excited, but we should inform the Duke that there are scouts riding ahead. If we have any chance to cut them off, we should.
Okay, I'm not the finest horseman, but, well, after Lucius covered me, I think I owe it to him to make up for that, right?
If you feel in such a way.
I can't stress this enough. I am so many modes of rank in the hierarchy beneath the Duke that I cannot speak to him without an appointment.
Well, that itself could be an advantage. No one's going to stop a lone squire.
I mean, if that's the case, we don't have to play it out too much, but we could if you like. Just informing of the outriders and what to do.
I think we're overthinking it. Let's just get as close as we can. And if we can't get to the Duke, then we'll get to one of his men.
Done.
All right.
Okay. So I will take you get to nominate someone to do a courtesy roll.
Who's a courtesy boy? Because
My courtesy is
Ooh,
I believe
well.
it's Sir Jaren.
I think
I
Sir
can see
Jaren's got the
14.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14 is what I'm at. Yes.
Jaren,
Oh,
go.
same. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we could both try it.
I assume only one of us can.
Yeah, Bob said to nominate one.
Never mind.
Hell you
I
do.
don't need you. I've literally put my hand in your face and push you.
If only,
Sir Jaren.
imagine if Ulvius knew who what Jaren's father did. Imagine how different this conversation.
This would be very different.
Indeed.
If only Sir Jaren knew what Sir Jaren's father did, this would be a very different conversation. I think Jaren will kind of make his way up and he goes, "Excuse me, sorry for the interruption, but I need to see the Duke quickly. My name's Sir Jaren of Durnford. My father was Perin. He was close with the Duke."
Out of the sword, yes. And the Duke will see you then. Do stand at your distance, and with that, you end up within a good distance of the Duke. So you have to raise your voice, but otherwise you are, in his presence. They definitely have like a era of bodyguards around him, right? He's too much of a risk.
As they're moving in, Jaren turns to the others and goes, "That was really easy. Was that supposed to be that easy?"
You're just that good. Hugon says a little too loudly because
right.
he's not.
As they make it, are we permitted to speak to the Duke now, or do we have to wait for like our turn?
No, it's pretty much done instantaneously.
All right, then Jaren will actually shuffle Hugon in front because he's the boss man here. I might be the most courteous, but no, I guess I am represented talker, aren't I? Why don't we have Lucius do it? Because I got the last one.
It's up to you.
It's up to Mark. Does Mark have interest? Okay. Duke Ulfius, my name is Sir Jaren the Lesser of Durnford. You knew my father?
I did. Aye. He's a good man. Died honorably.
Lies. Who said that? I agree. Yes, and not a day goes by I don't miss him. But we've actually come to you with a plea for aid. Our Earl, your ally, and a great deal of our young knights are...
This already happened. Like, we're on the march to
we
go
already
and
did
release
this?
the thing.
Already on the
Way,
march.
We're marching.
Sorry.
there.
You know
Wait,
what? I was legit
that-
the entire time that we were doing this. No, this is out of character. The
Okay,
entire time
I
that we were doing this, I was like, I could have sworn we did this last episode, but maybe I've got my wires crossed. All right. So we're instead we want to volunteer to be scout riders for the thing, right?
Yeah, we're asking for like information or like what to do because we saw scouts moving away who might alert the army of our coming.
Yeah, enemy scouts we saw who were like off in the ways have started riding away, and we went to go. We didn't want to charge after them because we don't know if we're running into a trap, and it's just us four. Duke Ulfius.
Right, gotcha. Duke Ulfius, remember the first part of that conversation, but ignore the second half. My comrades and I noticed that there were some scouts from the Saxons, we think, just ahead of us. They've seen our army and they've ridden ahead. We were going to ride after them, but we weren't sure if we'd be wandering into a trap and wanted to bring it to your attention. I'm worried that if they arrive... We're worried that if they arrive ahead of us, that they might be able to prepare for our advance.
It will be difficult to pursue them, but if you wish, you are under the command of Salisbury, not Silchester. I would caution you against it, but it would be advantageous if you were successful.
I'm sure you know by now that Salisbury Knights are of a great caliber. We always look forward to proving underestimations of us wrong. But I'll counsel our commanding knight, and we'll make sure one of your people are informed of what our decision.
Aye. Let us know if you decide to pursue. We will make a count of it, and if not, we can prepare on a repositioning of the king's army upon our arrival. AKA, you're probably, if those guys get there, their back's not going to be to this army, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
As they make their way out, I think Jaren kind of turns to Hugon and he goes, "My God, he's so cool. He's so cool. Do you think we'll ever be that cool?"
I mean, that is pretty cool. But We have a lot of time ahead of us, and we have many great feats, including tracking down these scouts. Now, my opinion, I think here is equal to yours. I may be a bit older, but it is all of our lives on the line. But I think our best purpose is to give our army the advantage of surprise. We may fight well on the front lines or in the vanguard, but we are just 4 knights in a sea of many. With this action, we could have true effect.
It's our duty to aid our Earl in the best way we can, and if we can take out these scouts, then, well, a rear charge is devastating.
I actually agree too. As dangerous as it might be, and as much as the Duke thinks that it's a bad idea, I think we have the ability to pull this off. I trust in our ability. It would make a hell of a story.
Lucius, what do you think?
Somebody's got to
Prudence.
make a check.
No. Oh, no. Or, oh, yay. I don't know.
It is probably best that we follow the Duke's advice.
Yeah, so that's 3 in favor, or 2 in favor, 1 in not. I guess, Hugon, you're tiebreaker.
I would be in favor, but I also don't wish to discount Lucius's opinion. Perhaps we go after them, but we do so in a way that can allow retreat.
I agree. This is no time for a death or glory attack. Should we fail, well, we still have an army against theirs.
Then I guess we're riding, but cautiously.
Despite, she was already beginning to ride, and then the "but cautiously" was said, and she, digs in her heels, and the horse kind of slows.
For that, Lucius just kind of says under his breath, yeah, sure, let's do the dangerous thing, but just not fail. This'll go well.
Yes, that's it. That's it. You're getting it.
Exactly. You got nods it going over
He
his
just
head.
looks at Jared, and there's this look of I can't be mad at you. Kind of a cool dude.
That Lucius guy, he's a smart fellow. I like him a lot.
Best
I
advice.
like everyone here. I hope I don't die.
Bob, this is our home turf, right? So would there be a chance that we know a better route to cut off these scouts to gain some ground that they're already ahead of us, but
Yes.
Hunting check
So,
plus advantage.
well, I won't even make you do that because you guys have been, you've been through this in reverse, I guess, right? They're going to have to go through Winchester or around Winchester on trails to get to Duplain, which is likely that's where Ulfi's army is marching. They're going to skip Winchester because they don't want to be, locked into a siege against the castle. They're going to go right through to Duplain, crossing the river. The only shortcut you can think of would be to move back through the Chute Forest, further north of that. You remember that crossing that you guys opted not to go on when you saw a couple of scouts? That would be one potential way to cut them off.
I
Get
do
in front
love
of
how
them.
we're doing exactly the same thing that the Saxons did while chasing us, just on the other side of the river.
That would be the only real shortcut. It would
This
be
time,
going
we're
back
gonna
through.
well, that's the way then. I don't think there's an actual way we can do this cautiously, honestly. I think
No,
I
think
not
I
without
thought-
losing them.
The absolute most prudent method would be
We're
to stay
small
here.
and very young.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
I were to just to give you guys this, the most prudent method possible would be to stay put with Ulfius. You go up one level from that, it's pursue them, keep
Or-
sight on them, but don't engage. Don't try to engage, just try to keep them in sight. Next level would be to try to catch them. The next level would be to try to get in front of them and actually stop them from succeeding.
That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at too. sorry, Lucius. But we're gonna be careful about it. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled. We're gonna not fail, like you said.
Not gonna fail. All right. Lucius is having a great time. He's like, "Oh, the plane's immediately been abandoned. Great. All right."
you have to be fluid in these plannings, as we ride crazy hard to catch up to these guys who are way too far ahead in essentially enemy territory.
So the plan is to re-enter Chute Forest through a different method and try to actually beat them to the crossing, right? Beat them to the army.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
If we
goal
get lost
to
in the forest and don't get there for the battle.
goals to try to lay ambush. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah. Like,
Or
if that's
confront
not
head on.
dishonorable.
I didn't mean it that
If
way.
we
We're
can't,
gonna stand in
I
front
think
of
we're
them.
just if we find one on
Yeah,
their own,
yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
Dogpile
exactly.
them.
We're going to all converge. So countercharge / ambush.
and yeah, and maybe if depending on how much time we have before like making our stand, maybe we could like toss some logs or something, like maybe behind us. So if someone does slip through our net and they're riding really hard,
Slow 'em
they
down.
might get tripped up. Yeah, they might get tripped up, and we might be able to fight and then come back for those.
Reasonable. Okay, so we're gonna do this a little differently because I think the horse movement thing was a little boring. You guys agree?
I mean,
The
I was on the
chase.
edge of my seat.
The chase scene though with the
I
horse.
enjoyed it.
Okay. Well,
I
maybe
think it's probably gonna be less
Yeah.
one the other way. That point we're just seeing if we can catch up.
Yeah.
All right, everybody make your first roll. Okay, you all fumbled, so
They
got
get away.
All right.
Let me move us to a map then. I think I had one set up last time. I just got to find it. That's not it. I have a picture of Sir Edrich and a dragon, and it looks like there's fire coming out of Edrich. I don't know how old that is, but I'll just.
I've fought some strange things in my day. I don't believe that's one of them.
I don't know what
How do we
that's
fight a
from.
Dragon.
I know.
What is it?
I have no idea what that's from, but it's kind of fun.
It is kind of funny, but where is it from?
Who is this? Oh, Sublethan. Right. Just from a while ago.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know where. Oh, there we go. There it is. So this way.
Just for our audience who might not have seen it, it wasn't like a picture of a dragon. It was like in Roll20 kind of drawn with the pencil tool, a lizard shape with dragon written on it.
How did you
Alright.
know it was dragon? It was written on there. It was there.
Don't worry, it was there. All right. We are back to the chase scene. Everyone has a horse this time. And you're all on
Red.
chargers unless you choose not to be on chargers. I'm going to say it's
They
safe
gave
to
me-
say.
they
Charger.
gave me a
Or
You're riding to battle, so probably on chargers unless when he had a specific tactic not to be.
Yeah, motorcycle.
let me lose this one too.
Right.
Chester one, you'll have to pay it back.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys, until you actually threaten them, are going to try to ride at the lowest pace of the three of them, if that makes any sense. So they will be, they'll be rolling all at once. And what you guys are doing, you guys get to decide. If someone starts to fall behind, do you let them fall behind? Do you stay at the lowest of you, the four of you? We shall find out. They have one pace between you already. So right now they're ahead. When we get to 4, you're going to have to, or when we get to 3, you have to decide whether you're going to take the shoot forest path or try and pursue them directly. So like if you've caught them quickly, maybe you decide to stay in
Oh.
pursuit. So let's see.
Yeah.
So we start with D20 rules versus 16 for your chargers.
Let's do it. I'm personally of the belief that we should move as a unit. I wanted to say that before I rolled. Success.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Because if we'll run into the same situation we were hoping they would run into, which is one at a time, and then we all just die.
Indeed.
What if?
But what if?
What if one of us like gets them though? You know?
All of
What
us.
if we get? You know? All right.
We're looking for your D20 roll.
It's a
There's six.
D20. Here we go.
Hey.
It's good.
There it is.
But
Hey.
they advance as well.
H6
Oh,
Indeed. Still okay.
So we move to the next round. This is not exciting. You're chasing them in pursuit. You can see them in the distance. You haven't had to decide what way to converge. The plan is to go through the shoot forest. It's looking like that's likely going to be your only bet.
we might not need it.
We might not need it
Yeah.
if we like crit and stuff.
Yep, you'll have to
Or they
decide
fumble.
after step 3. You have to decide.
Success.
Well, not
All
getting
good.
it this
Oh.
time.
We're
Okay.
doing good. Let's hope they fail. Bugger. Close to crits.
Don't like that.
They're still ahead of us. We should take the shoot forest path.
Hugan has command.
I agree.
Let's make the turn.
Roger that.
Now we're going to give all of you the roll first, and then we're going to get you guys to decide who's doing your hunting roll for you. as you seek to merge the path back to
Okay.
the main path.
My hunting is 6.
I think it's 5.
My hunting is 5.
And I have a magnificent hunting 5.
I
You thought
can't
this was a
believe
good
it.
idea?
I think mine is the highest. We roll
I'm sorry,
horsemanship
who's
first.
whose idea was this?
Now horsemanship, everyone rolls their d20 roll though versus the horse's movement.
Yeah.
So I'll get a d20 from y'all.
13.
Technically, it was the 3 of us. Success. We're looking good.
I almost rolled hunting, which is not what I wanted there.
Just a d20.
Ooh.
Love you guys.
uh,
Have
no,
fun.
wait,
No,
you
no,
still
no,
succeeded.
it's not
It's against
just a D20?
16.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
Well-
a 15 then. Sorry,
Yeah.
I heard her horsemanship and I got scared.
that's my bad.
Yep. So you all advance at normal pace into the forest. One of them crits. They are going to send him ahead because of their mission. So advance and double advance. You will come out if you get the main path, you're going to come out close to them right now. So you advance to 4. Now is the critical hunting roll.
I would like to activate a passion.
Are you the one? Are you the
I would like
decide?
to wait until you.
Let's verify who's
Yeah.
rolling.
I got a 6. Does everyone?
I think you've got the
You got
best
the
one.
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am 15. I am very small. I would like to activate honor if I could.
You may do so. The condition of this is fumbling the hunting roll is really bad. Failing lands you at 6. Succeeding will land you at 7 as your starting spot.
Let's do this.
Okay, that's doable.
I fumble honor.
Oh no.
No.
Now there's a
No.
positive side to that. We'll start with the negative. The negative is you're famous in it. That's first negative. 17.
Yes, I lose 1 point in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you're going to
This isn't an
roll honor
ambush,
again.
right?
Yep.
Confirm.
Oh,
Yes.
this is
awesome.
good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
You are
good,
not in
yeah.
madness.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. You're not
Yeah.
in madness. You have to
That's right.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal
Well, that's
luck.
great.
That's lucky.
Well,
Ellen being
I mean,
like, "Hang on, I know the way," and then curving completely off the road. And just,
but
You
What
see her
is
one moment
honor
she's
now?
normal, next moment she's painted in fucking blood and like mud on her face.
okay, so that's a little embarrassing. Does that affect
No
anything
penalty.
else?
Not to your current
No
roll.
penalty.
I mean,
Okay.
it's still a big hit to lose a whole point of
Yeah, exactly.
honor,
to
right?
go from 18 to 17 is rough, but at least I'm not maddened. Let's roll hunting and hope I don't fumble. Motherfuck.
Lame.
Good
Wow.
So close.
You're at 6. So you're,
Still
Right.
good.
Bad news.
we
Yeah.
will get awareness tests from everyone.
The road's
Ah.
here. We can get atop them if we just ride hard. Success on awareness.
Those that succeeded awareness, you hear other horses like nearby riding hard because the path's starting to converge, right? So you're getting really close. You're not sure how many yet. It's hard to say, but there's definitely some riders riding hard here. As we go into our next round, this will determine whether or not probably that one
be
that's
cutting
gotten
it
ahead.
close.
D20 rolls.
Success. I mean, aside from that one horrific fumble, we're doing good.
All right.
Success.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been pretty solid on the normal rolls.
Let's hope that
Yeah.
lasts.
That's a
In
fumble.
that
We got
order,
him.
the guy
That's a
7.
fail and a fumble.
The guy 7, I'm going to just see what happens to him. Something bad? Because I do
Was that
them
the
in
guy who-
order.
I
Yeah,
think
it's the
that
guy
was
that
the
was
guy who
ahead.
crit. Yeah.
Yep.
Dragon?
Now it's his
Was it
time to shit himself.
Forced
It's
dragon?
dra-
We cut back to the map, and instead of Edrich, it's
Okay. You guys are racing, and he sees you, and he sees 4 of you, but he can't tell how many are actually there. He knows that he hears you riding hard because he's the guy that's slightly ahead. He breaks. His valor breaks, and he decides to fold away from you and not leave himself a threat. So he's now riding back, like leaving the threat zone, leaving Salisbury, fleeing back into Wessex.
coward.
So one of the others failed as well. All right. So you've crossed, and you're crossing exactly as one of the Saxon scouts is getting here, and the other Saxon scout you're ahead of. So we're going to start with whoever got the highest movement roll. Helen, you're at the front. It's not technically your role as a squire, but you can take it. You're riding the fastest right now.
I would love to try
Go!
and charge this guy.
Go!
Is it possible for us to just like all four charge? Like, how can we all four hit him since we're all there?
It's
None of us are
potential.
behind.
Yeah, well, okay, so he's going to have a chance at this guy, and then we're just going to kind of go in speed orders. But there's also a guy behind you who's another threat, right? There's a guy who's actually not made the crossing yet. So you're converging with this guy. Like, basically, Helen is like getting a chance to intercept this guy, like a tackle almost, right? And then there's a guy behind you who's another threat who will be there and like right away too. Like, it won't take him long. So we'll start with Helen, and we'll move down the path. So starting with Helen first.
Yeah. I would like to charge, if I could, with my lance.
Horsemanship roll for this case. Actually, charge is fine. Charge is fine.
Cool. Yeah. And he's on a horse, so I don't have a height advantage, but I do have a stick, so I've got a charge bonus, right? This
Because
is the
you're
second time I've charged with this character.
I think you get a charge bonus in this game, right? Yep. So
Yeah, I believe so too.
What do they have? Do they also have lance or spear?
yeah, they would have spears and shields. Their horsemen riders are the Gwesi, the ones that
Go with
Gary, Mark, and Liam played in our proto Anarchy little mini game.
The punks with that magic.
Yeah. So we wouldn't get reach bonus, but is this guy like charging us too once he sees us?
He's trying to get to his goal. So if you all happen to miss him, which is unlikely, then yeah.
If we all miss him, incredibly embarrassing.
We'll try to contest Helen because Helen's coming first, and whoever shows up second, you want to have contest against.
My charge is pretty good. My spear is not. So,
Let's do it. Success. 14 versus 18.
He's rolling his horsemanship now.
All right.
Fails.
Oh, baby.
Yep, you connect. Now that was horsemanship to see if he evaded. It was his evasion.
Indeed.
So now you get your full hit, and we find out if he falls off his horse.
Let's do it, and let's hope I roll good. Charge bonus. 26.
Okay. 26, you didn't crit. It's 26 flat. That is
Yep,
double
just
his size, so he has to test his horsemanship again.
And I bet he didn't apply his shield.
No, he didn't. He was evading. So that's a lot of damage. And he's dressed as a scout. There we go. 18 damage.
That would, I think, knock me
Yeah.
unconscious.
Is his constitution? Can't we get knocked out in one hit if it meets
Major
your
wounds.
constitution?
Yeah, and he wouldn't have an 18 in con. He would have a 14 plus, well, we'll do 1d4. 15 con. So we will see if it's a major wound. So we'll see if it drops him. Now I test his, for this, I test his remaining health, which is 8. Motherfucker. He's like, oh, he's like bleeding. You know, he's got like probably minutes left, but he's riding with ferocity. As the next person up is Lucius, followed quickly by Jaren and Hugin. Now I will note you have a choice here. You know another rider is about to come up this path. So keep that in mind as you're deciding. There's the one that Helen gravely wounded who managed somehow to keep fighting on, and there's the other one that's been untouched, and then the one that fled. Those are your 3 potential targets.
I think Lucius would go after the one that fled.
You're going into Wessex?
Wait,
I would
So let me just
recommend against that.
Not actually.
'cause
It might-
he
yeah.
fumbled.
There's the one that Helen I won't make a decision one right now. There's one that Helen gravely wounded. That one's still trying to carry on to the end point of alerting the Wessex army.
Yeah.
There's the one that hasn't quite crossed the path yet, who will need to now try and cross the path to get you. And there's a third that he was the guy that crit, then he fumbled. And his fumble was he basically cowardly
Right, yeah.
flipped back once he saw you. He retreated into into Wessex. So,
Oh, good. In that case, yeah, I'm going to go after the one that hasn't been hurt yet.
okay, so you turn to face the guy coming up the path then?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me your charge roll. He will in turn move to maybe while you're doing that, we'll cut away because it's going to take a second, Lucius. You go to Jaren and Hugin, who are back to back. So Jaren then Hugin. Jaren, do you want to go after the one that Helen just gravely wounded? Do you want to turn with Lucius and pursue the one that hasn't gotten here yet? Or do you want to go after the one heading back into Wessex?
I think
That
Hugon
sorry, go ahead.
Hugon's not the best lancer. He's good at spear. So he'll turn to Jaren and say, "You take the next hit. I'll see to the next one coming."
Okay.
So Jaren's going after a witch. Do you want me to write them again?
So Hugon is, since the other guy is still one step away, Hugon's going to wait he's going to be the final guard in case this current one gets by, because the other guy still has to make the trip
Loose.
up.
Yeah.
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 So
Hugon and Lucius are against the one that's not here yet. Jaren's against this one, right?
since the
Yes?
one is already no. So we could technically all be on this first guy because the other guy's still not here, right?
Yeah,
Am I
that's
wrong?
true.
Or
Yep.
so Hugon's going to he's just going to let Jaren go first
Gotcha.
because
Gotcha. And then we'll see from there.
Yeah, so Jaren's going after the one that Helen already wounded, correct? The one that Helen's already wounded. That is
The one that's up
already,
front.
Don't let him get away.
He's now past the intersection, but you're right there, Jaren. You can charge him.
I would like to charge him. Well,
Uh-oh.
Give me another d20 roll.
You rolled it again.
Yeah, roll again.
yeah. My roll 20 is
That's
looking really
bad.
weird today.
It's bad.
Hey,
It's bad,
that
but
one's bad.
not terrible. You'll be in melancholy.
Could be
later.
worse.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that's going to. But for right now, my roll is still normal.
Exactly.
Okay, I can live with that. Look at that,
Yeah.
boys!
don't
There
even
you
need it.
go.
All right, just for
I'm gonna be
shits and
sad about this
giggles,
later.
Give me your damage and your crit damage. I'm pretty sure he's super dead.
Is Charger 5d6 or 66?
66.
Boom.
Yeah. He had 8
Nice.
health left.
Boom. Look at
So-
that. Virgil wishes he could have that much damage on a man that has 8 health.
Okay. Yeah, he's super dead.
Yeah, I think the
Minus 29 health.
the lance
So,
goes like
cool.
right. I think the lance goes right through his back.
Yeah.
And for a second, he's like lifted off of the horse and then just thumble on the ground. He's done. I got him.
Is that Jaren's first kill?
I don't
No,
know.
you
I think he probably killed
Well,
him
no, fought at
battle
Wilton.
during
Yeah,
the
Wilton.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he got kills in Wilton.
Yeah,
Okay. We go.
Probably
but
not
it's,
quite
it's
as
definitely the
gruesome.
most brutal. Yeah,
Mm.
it's the most gruesome
Yeah.
kill for sure.
Hugin, you're going to let Lucius kind of try to move forward in 1v1. This next guy come in, and then if this guy somehow beats Lucius, you're the next line of defense. Is that the plan? Or do you want to charge
Yeah.
in? So Lucius
I think-
actually
yeah.
charged in.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
give you the automatic next hit. If this guy somehow beats Lucius, then, you'll be the next one to go. So,
And then we dogpile them.
all right, Lucius, you have a rider 1v1, your first true exchange with cavalry. Give me a charge roll when you're ready. You can add a +5, but so does he.
15?
Nice.
No, it wouldn't have been a crit.
Good, because you beat him. So give me your damage. He's not
Alright.
he has
It's
shield
just-
and minor armor. He doesn't have chain on, so it's gonna hurt.
These guys are better at us than things, and I don't like it.
How
Kill
dare
them.
29.
Nice. That's
Very nice.
good
That's
damage for
solid.
66.
He had a charge bonus of +5. That's why he was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's a really good hit. 21 damage, and let's see what his size is. So we're gonna give him a 12 plus 1d 13. Okay, he's off his horse. Lucius, you managed to drop him off his horse. Takes another. Oh my god, this guy's like super dead. Yeah, he's probably unconscious. Let's see. So 1d20 versus. Yeah, he's unconscious.
Well struck, Lucius. But quick, see if we can patch him up. Some answers from this one could do us well.
Yeah, Lucius would immediately begin trying to take him hostage, essentially.
As the squire, I would like to help if I could, but Helen would say, "Excellent. I think we've brought a lot of advantage for Duke Ulfius's army. We should probably head back to join the rest of them, and they can take care of him too."
All things considered, that could have gone a lot worse for us.
It could have, but we're Knights of Salisbury. Hugon smiles wide. You all did amazingly. This was, well, I think our lords and marshal would be quite proud with the tactics we displayed here.
And she's about to say, "I hope so," but then she thinks for the first time what her dad's gonna say about just going off on not one but two suicide missions within the same week. Yes, I hope so.
Look. How dare you do the thing I've done 1,000 times?
Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I did.
All right. With that, everyone has 100 glory for a successful mission that was definitely an optional mission, not one you had to undertake. You're also gonna, for everyone that did damage there to an enemy, you'll get another 10 glory.
All right.
And for Hugin, you'll get a tick on battle and a tick on valor.
I already got one for battle, but valorous could use that.
You did make a call to go on a somewhat deadly mission. So, all right.
No deadliness in here, nothing at all. Definitely no chance of getting lost in ferry for 10 years.
Exactly.
No,
You're fine.
That could never happen to someone of my blood.
never.
Okay. So where do you go from here? Back to Ulfius's army, or do you stay put? What's the plan from here?
I'd say back to Ulfius's army so we have the safety in numbers, can report our success so they can be ready for a full charge, and also so we can be in the full charge too.
Yeah, we like charging plus.
I also think. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
Sorry, just we got to get the words from this guy's bloody mouth to Ulfius in case he knows anything, because we don't know a whole lot. I mean, we know Quirk knows everything, but as far as on this side, don't know too much.
There's a part of me that wants to stick around and scout while we're out ahead anyway, but I don't think it's worth it considering all of our hunting scores are doo-doo. Also, I'm about to go into melancholy.
Only for a single day, though.
That might be the battle, though. So
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and we'll have to figure out what that melancholy looks like. You do get what is it, 25 glory for going in melancholy? So
Let me check.
all right.
there's some bonus to that.
Melancholy.
Some kind of sports guy letting himself down. Could have done better. Apparently.
A character who falls into melancholy gains 10 glory.
You know what?
It's
I'm gonna counteract that. You critted. I'm gonna add a house rule just for this session. You critted after melancholy. I think the crit, like the win, cancels out the melancholy. Like,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Thank God. Bob's like, I do not want this fucking character to die at his first
no, it just
battle,
doesn't. It doesn't
please.
make sense. It was my biggest issue. with it.
Hooray, we won! Oh, we won. We won.
My hands are covered in gore and blood.
Yeah, don't worry. It just reinforces the mentality that slaughtering your enemies ruthlessly makes you happy.
Incredible violence without any room for malfeasance or trickery is the way to succeed in life.
All right.
The way it goes.
We cut forward to you returning to Ulfius's army. We see in a great crash as Ulfius's army reaches to plain and moves into a charge across the bridge. You watch the Wessex army attempt to turn and pivot, but they're slow. And it's mere moments before the horns of retreat are sounded, and we see them on the road south, past Pittleworth, seeking the next exit south across the river back into Wessex. We move, though, to the view of your choice. As the army of Salisbury sees this army of Silchester, we see the flags of Winterbourne Stoke. We see the flags of Devizes, the flags of Newton Manor, amongst others. A gathering of all the houses that have been able to muster in time as you ride in pursuit of the king's army. You get to decide who you want to fight with for this final exchange of the battle. We'll start with Thomas.
Call me crazy, but despite Edrich being literally twice as good at all forms of combat than Helen, I think I'd like this to be Helen's moment.
That's why I gave you the offer.
Yeah.
Mark, you technically have an option. This could be Rhodri or the other brother.
So Florence shows up. No,
Is it Lucius? For sure? Just making sure.
yes, absolutely.
Liam, is this Virgil's moment or is it Jaren's moment?
I don't know. I think
Little
Jaren's
guy squad.
unproven. If I tell you what, if everybody else is playing the new boys, I think this is the new boys. And if anybody is playing someone else, I think I'm going to go with Virgil.
All right. It sounds like it's the new folks. And well, Zach has Jaren's not here. We established Jaren and Perin
Yeah,
went
Good.
east. By the time they find out about
What are you
this,
talking
it's
about?
already
I'm
happened.
here.
Yeah.
What
I
are
mean,
you
it
talking
could
about?
be
I'm right
Corey.
here. I just said I
I
was
did-
going to play me.
There is Corrick, but I don't know if
Yes.
that would. I think Corrick would stay by Virgil, and since if we don't play Virgil, then I don't think Corrick should be in the limelight for this. Even though he's definitely trying to get in on the action with lords in the front line. So we're going Hugon. We're going lads.
We cut forward as Duke Ulfius, the Duke of the Vale, orders a pursuit. Chase them down like the Saxon dogs they are. Offer no refuge. Robert, in turn, says, and then he orders a similar pursuit. So all of you are free to go about the pursuit here. This will move to simple combat exchanges with them doing their best to flee while they fight. So it gives you an advantage as well. They will be at a -3 while fighting to all their rolls.
Indeed.
That being said, some of these are real peoples, real
All right,
fighters.
well-
So
We're using the beginner Saxon table.
yes, it's
Oh
the
no,
beginning
not these
section.
Clansmen.
We are
The
beginners, Bob,
deadliest.
after all.
We are using 6th edition. I should probably use 6th edition. Do I have them easily available? No, we'll go to a quick 2-minute break and I'll grab them. We'll see you back very soon. We will start with some horse movement rolls or horsemanship.
My horse movement is better than my horsemanship.
We'll start with those rolls. All of you can roll this horsemanship or a horse movement roll, which is versus 16.
Horse movement.
Success.
Ride
Ride like the wind.
is 16,
That's
Mhm.
right.
which is better than my 13. Okay. I don't know how to roll this though.
Roll a d20.
I guess I just. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I added a new button for it. That's a success.
Roll20 comes with at least 3, like, to begin with.
All right, Hugan, you have first choice here. You're moving to pursue, yes? So by default, there are men, they're prioritizing their cavalry and their whoever is at the head of their army. And they're doing so by folding Saxon warriors backwards with spears, try and stop your cavalry from pursuing. By default, you can face one of these Saxon warriors. It's turning. Alternatively, you can make a battle test successfully to try and bypass them and get to one of the cavalrymen. Exchange with them. Keep in mind, they all have -3 to whatever their base capabilities are.
If I don't make the battle, I have to fight the spears.
Correct. So there's no negative to the battle unless you fumble it.
Oh, don't say that. Why'd you have
Yeah.
to say
Well, I just want to present all the risk.
Okay, okay. We'll do us a battle. Cause he does wanna get to one of the horses here. Nope.
No risk. No risk, but you're stuck as one of the spearmen quickly turns and like makes it so it's almost like you can opt to move past them, which would give you a better option, or you can just simply charge them down.
Move pad. Will they get a free hit or something if I go past
You'd
them?
be rolling your horsemanship versus them for evasion.
I don't like possibility of free hits, so we're running this guy down.
I believe in you.
Do you want to fight? You have 3 options: prudently, valorously, recklessly.
What in this edition do they do?
You get stuck fighting them for 1, 2, or 3 actions. So if it goes bad on action 1 and you fought prudently, it's just over. Like the exchange is over. If you fight valorously, you have to go for 2 exchanges no matter what. And 3 is 3 exchanges. So the risk of fighting recklessly is if you get tagged really hard with a crit in the first exchange, you're stuck fighting them for 2 more exchanges. Right?
Yeah. We want to kill these guys. Reckless for this first one.
Okay.
Fully charging in.
3 exchanges with Saxon with a spear. They have set their spear to counteract the horsemanship, but you still get the charge.
So if they set their spear, can I just not charge and just hit them with my spear?
So there'd be no reason to. You get a +5 for your charge.
Still lower than my spear. Yeah, the wonky way that it works in this edition is a little odd. So charge is the different skill, right? And my charge is only 10, I think. Yeah, 10. So his spear is 16.
Technically your
So it's
first action, but you are pursuing it. Is awkward, and this isn't a formal first charge. I'll allow it. In most cases, if you're on the first charge, you have to charge, like you're setting your spear yourself. This means you're not setting your spear. You're like riding up and you're like trying to like tag them. You know what I mean? So that
We're riding at the same speed, and then you just kind of slow down and like grab
it'd
your
be like
spear
fighting with a
underhand.
sword. Yeah, it'd be like fun. So there is a penalty or a reason to still do it, which is he'd get a +5 to his skill. Anyways, I'm good with it. So when you're ready, we will do exchange 1.
All right. And quick question. Since this isn't a pitched battle and this is more of a retreat for them, is there going to be what's the damage type? Chip damage or whatever we roll every round? Because I'm thinking of going 2-handed.
Nope.
Collateral.
Yeah, there will be nothing like that for this one.
All right. So Hugon's going 2-handed. He kind of puts his shield onto a strap on his horse because he's going 2-handed into the battle at the start.
Okay. When you're ready, you're rolling against a guy who has a skill of 43.
All right.
Why are you gonna bully this guy?
We'll see who gets bullied. But do I get any bonuses as far as being on a horse, or I guess we both have spears?
He sets his spear, so it cancels out your horsemanship bonus, and you're not charging, so you don't get a bonus for that either.
Okay. So we'll do these.
Crit. No, yeah, he has to crit to beat you because 11 is his score.
Nearly every time you say that. Okay, good.
You beat him.
Got lucky this time.
Okay, give me your damage.
Rate is this +2 dice. These
2-handed it. 24.
24
armor. He's going 2-handed with his spear, so he's got 6 armor.
This guy's having a bad day.
What did it say his armor was? Remind me.
You just said
18 damage after attack, but it's a 24 total in his side. 15. He's got to make a dex roll, or he gets knocked down. He stands
gets up
strong.
again.
He's not going to be kept down. Yeah. All right, you get a second exchange against this guy. As you
quick question. I don't know if I'm remembering the old rules, but if you take damage equal to your
for major wounds. Major wound. Yeah. So major wound, he took what did we say? 18 total. So after his armor.
Yeah.
So 18 after armor is over his con. Let me see what his total hit points are. Hold on. I'll do. So he's got to roll a d20 higher than or lower than 12, or else he's unconscious. He stays up, but he's in bad shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Take his head.
With a spear?
Yes.
When you're ready, sir. Exchange
You
2.
will
You can use the
do.
spear as a slashing weapon. You really shouldn't, but you can.
Theoretically.
It's about where the point of the edge is. Like if you hit him with the wood, gotta really do it. Ooh, nice.
Kind of rough.
He misses.
They missed. Okay. Well, that is quite nice.
And
It
bad
is-
news for
There's the
him. I do not see
2d6.
him living.
25
fine.
damage. He takes another 18, so that's 18 twice. He's dead, actually. So you get
This guy's dead, actually. He's yeah.
super dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Yep. He is dead. And you get glory. Glory award, 25 glory.
Very nice.
Yeah. Kill him.
Okay. That brings us to the next exchange. Next highest roll is Helen. Helen.
That's me.
Same thing. Saxon warrior by default, but you can try to bypass him with a battle roll if you want to go after one of the cavalry.
I'll make the battle roll. Let's see. Failure.
Okay. Another Saxon warrior sets prudent, valorous, or reckless.
Let's say reckless for the first charge.
It's a better strategist than me. That's fucked up.
Okay,
That
reckless.
was my
so
dad's
three-
whole thing.
Are you charging?
I am charging, yes.
He's
in
two-handing
fact,
his spear. So
Very good. I would love to invoke a passion if I may.
yeah, it works for one attack only, one roll only.
Totally fine. This, I would like to invoke my love of family, which is a 15. However, I have a special item rolled to the thing, which increases my love of family by 5, or gives me a +5 to the invoking of a passion in combat. So, if I fumbled that, it would be bad. I succeeded. So I don't get height, but I do have charge, and I do have passion bonus. Let's do this. Bad.
Better than him though.
Oh, good enough.
Give me your horse damage.
21.
That's not good for him.
I am glad that I invoked that passion, because otherwise I think it would have been less than him.
You hit him down, and he's on his ass with 14 damage. So he's prone. So he's now at a -5 to you.
In a duel with another knight, is it honorable to let him stand so I can hit him again? Is that just dumb?
It is honorable. What's your honor at?
My honor is at 17. It used to be 18 before I fumbled that.
It'd be up to you.
I think amidst the clamor of the battle, she remembers one of her drill instructors, like, telling her off for making sure that Korik was okay after he fell from his horse. But she's soon to be a knight. She can make these decisions for herself. She says, in Saxon, stand! Stand and fight!
Oh, that's sick as hell.
Right?
Child is screaming at me in my tongue. What's going on?
And she will draw her sword, because the charge is over.
Okay. Charges over. You give him a chance to double hand his spear again and stand up. So he's going to be at the roll he rolled before.
Yeah, let's do it. If this kills me, I'm going to be sad. Success?
You feel it just right by your face. You're like, well, that sucks. Give me your damage, though.
22. More than the horse charge.
Okay.
He drops unconscious. 25 glory to you.
Very nice.
As you feel it just graze so closely to your, most dangerous spot it could hit you, and then you slay him. I'm going to give you a tick to honor for choosing to do so.
Thank you so much. She wants to be chivalrous, even though she doesn't know what that means yet.
You also got to fix the the issue. Oh no, you didn't lose you didn't lose. No, you went into melancholy, but you lost a point.
I didn't go into melancholy because I failed twice.
That's
The
right.
first, yeah,
That's
I would have
that's
gone
right.
into
That's right.
madness, but I'm good
Yeah.
now.
that's
Jaren,
that's right.
you have a similar scenario.
That's
There's
me.
there's a Saxon spearman who's turning to face you. If you want to make a battle test, you can try and bypass him at the risk of a fumble, which is bad, to go after one of the cavalrymen instead.
I'm in.
Okay. You're in on one of the cavalry.
Charge!
So-
Charge! Success on the charge. Want that
Okay.
lance to take his head clean off.
You really need to pick more edged weaponry to do that.
See.
Fumble.
Okay.
Fumble.
Similar scenario for you. He would have to
Fumble.
crit on a 10 to actually hit you because of his -3. Got him.
Well,
He
I'll take
cannot
it.
charge back. He's only using the spear.
Oh, that's a good Liam damage roll, isn't it?
Horse damage is
mean,
15.
It gets damage through. That's
Do you use a
good.
horse's tail on that?
Horse
Whip
has a tail
attack.
on it.
Okay, it's 8 damage.
I had the horse use bullet seed, actually.
However, their riders are not terribly tall, and it's just enough damage to trigger a horsemanship roll.
A horsemanship roll.
I
Fumble,
also
fumble,
note
fumble.
they aren't amazing horse riders either. Not
Makes
bad.
sense. They're Saxons.
They're new to it.
Just barely stays on though. We didn't clarify whether or not you're fighting prudently, valorously, or recklessly. Clarify that right now.
Valorously.
All right, and we move into
Bob being like, no, you fucker. I specifically pulled you out of melancholy to not have you die in this fight.
You can tick reckless, by the way. Helen, tick reckless. Jaren, tick valorous if you don't have it ticked. And then go ahead and roll me, Jaren, your next exchange with this guy.
I can't be charged anymore, so pull him the sword. Success.
Ooh, it gets close, but you manage. Similar to Helen, you feel the spear just barely like go over your neck as you duck down and you stab with your sword. Give me your. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Better. Better.
21, and then he has to make another horsemanship roll. He does, but that's
Did it
still
get better for him this time? Because it was 12, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was 12. You're right. 15 minus 3. Forgot the -3. So he falls on his
The horse.
ass. 10, and
Glorious.
he's unconscious.
I hope you're worth a ransom. Sorry.
If anyone is, he probably is. You want to make a squire test?
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll be without a squire, so if your spear or if you need your squire, you won't have them, but the squire can hold them.
Yeah. How old was Robert Demir? He was 15?
Yeah.
Probably, right? Yeah.
Robert Demir is the father, isn't he? This is his son. But yeah.
Oh yeah, this his
Yeah.
yeah. My sire was Robert Demir. I don't think we established if I had who my squire was yet.
Yeah, we'll
It's gonna
figure
stay-
out squires in the next game. So
That's
yeah.
a success.
All right. So he is. Let me see if there's a ransom on him quickly that I can quickly tell. Roll a d6 for me.
No, I didn't set up a D6 button. How am I going to do this? 5.
He's worth 4 Libram.
All right, I'll take it.
So we cut next to Lucius.
Before Lucius goes, how much glory was that for Joe?
25. Hold on. Different. Yeah, still 25. Apparently.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Lucius, similar thing. You have a Saxon warrior who is trying to play back guard. He's turning to face you. You can try to bypass him to get to one of the cavalrymen. All you need to do is succeed at a battle roll. Fumble is bad on battle.
I will attempt the battle roll.
No!
Bad thing happened.
No. Lucius, you have to feel the same youthful joie de vivre and love of life as the rest of us.
Okay, bad thing is
past
you do get past him. You do, but he just simply turns into a javelineer. And now you have a javelineer at your backside and this horse rider of a Saxon at your front side. You can try to defend attack against multiple foes in this game with, I think it's a +5, right? For 2 attacks for 2 different opponents.
-5, but yeah.
Minus 5. So what would you like to do?
I will focus my attack on the horseman and hope
Okay.
javelin rolls like shit.
Well, let's start with the javelineer then, because that's what happens first. Now the good news is his score is really low because he gets a -3 as mentioned before and a minus your shield of 6. So he's only at a 9 skill. Normally he'd be at an 18.
What are the chances?
Hey!
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You now have this opportunity against a more skilled than you probably wanted horse rider.
Yeah.
This is one of the Gwesi.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take him down. I will call
Yeah.
upon my honor.
Okay, you will not have an opportunity to charge.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I will
In the
still call
background,
upon
the
my honor.
javelin javelin.
Who needs to
Success.
charge? Who needs to charge? You don't
Very
need to
nice.
charge.
Right when you are ready.
That was a
Very
shit
good.
roll.
Oh, yes, I probably shouldn't have said very good when
Very
the
good.
threshold
Not in
was
this
20.
case.
Hey,
Draw.
your spears break
Ah.
on each other. You're stuck in a 3-round thing. You need to make a squire roll, but you have a penalty for the squire roll.
I do not have a squire listed on my sheet.
Just roll a
probably figure out who that
d20. Roll a d20, and you're trying to get under a 14 right now.
2.
Okay, right, we moved to round 2. He quickly calls for his squire. I guess I should roll that technically. Yeah, he's good.
He brings a 3-year-old to the fight.
Squire fight. Squire fight.
All right. Here we
I'll
go,
take
Mark.
it.
When you're
I'm
ready.
still impassioned, correct?
Yes. Nope. Sorry. It's a 1 action.
That's a 5
yeah,
versus a 15.
This is the third time this has happened.
Yeah, you feel. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because you're all young knights, so these are like real close to death blows as you're missing them. As you feel the spear get awfully close.
14. That probably doesn't get past his armor.
He is not in chain. Yes, he is in chainmail. Yeah, but he doesn't have a shield.
He isn't. Yeah.
You get 4. You get 4, and that's about it. You now have your third exchange with him.
Yeah. There we go. 11 on 15.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
solid.
These are close. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're besting this opponent. You have to remember too, with all those
Ooh,
close
21.
calls, if these guys were rolling at their not -3, that would have been 3. Like,
Oh, yeah.
solid hits.
Oh, yeah.
21. That's good. So no matter what happens here, and he gets to use his shield this time.
Yep.
So you don't get to claim this enemy, Mark, but you survive the exchange that could have gone awry. We're going to see if he goes off his horse, actually. What's his horsemanship? Would have been a
Yes.
crit, but with the -3,
Oh.
he leaves his horse.
Oh yeah. Boy, Lucius is a lucky lad.
They're doing
Takes
well.
after
He
his
inherited
father.
His father's luck.
Yeah, that's all
All
you
right.
need. Family luck.
He'll
He's
roll
got
off.
his father's luck with also his uncle's luck.
You can try to take him hostage. If you do, you have to make a squire roll at his age, which is 16. And if you fumble, he kills your squire.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's gonna attempt to take him hostage.
What's one squire?
What's one squire?
You
don't even
barely
know
got
his
time to
name.
know that kid.
Success.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I'll just get a new one. I'm not too worried. I'll
You
upgrade
get
for a better model.
10 librum from that.
Nice. I've been
10
recording.
Librum?
I've been recording Glory, but not Libra. So
I record that
if-
on me sheet.
yeah, very good.
The army passes through Pittleworth, rather, not Pinton. And you see them moving to the next sort of thing. It's a long fight. It's drawn out. We're going to go with 3 rolls, y'all. 5, 3, and 3. I need battle, weapon skill of your choice, and horsemanship.
I'm gonna go with sword first with 5. Failure. I'm gonna go battle with 3. Failure in general. And
Failure,
horsemanship
success,
with
and a
3.
crit.
Failure. 3 failures.
Okay.
I don't have good stats, guys.
We all don't have stats, guys.
What did you crit on, Mark?
To spear.
Very swanky.
Okay. So we'll start with Helen, who failed all 3. That's not the worst case. That's 3 failures out of 6. You could have fumbled all 3 of the rolls. You will suffer damage past your armor. It is unlikely to kill you, but it could majorly wound you.
Indeed. Speaking of, I do have a little bit of damage already from falling off my horse last time.
Let's
Let's see how it
determine
goes.
if this 5d6 is over 1 hit or 3 hits.
Let's do.
16 over 2 hits. So you're probably okay. That's
Uh,
not a major wound. Then. What's your major
Yeah,
wound
I'm good.
score?
My con is 12.
What's your major wound? It should be 12 as well.
Yes.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll to see how the 16 is divided amongst you. Okay. So
Let's do it.
I'm just rolling a percentile and we're determining sort of how much up to a maximum of 90% is on the first strike. So that's low. So which means the second strike. Yeah. So the second strike does over your con.
I see. So I got major wound.
A major wound. Give me
No.
a well. How much health do you have remaining?
After taking 16, I will have 9 because I was injured already.
Roll a d. You're trying to score under a 9.
2.
You remain conscious, but you certainly need to fold back into. You either need to fold back into the to retreat, or you fight on at risk of certain death. You don't have to decide now. We'll move and see how the others do first, and then you can make a call. We move to
Yeah, let's do it. If they're in dire straits, then I'll do a dumb heroic thing.
I think that's a bad idea.
Oh, go ahead.
Slot into as a squire. Be like, okay, time to squire mode, and just and that way you can be there. Just oh, don't fight me, enemies. I'm a squire, so don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna lie, Sir
Against the
Hugo.
rules of combat.
Even if I do act in squire mode, I'm gonna bleed out in 5 minutes.
Yes. What are your roll outcomes?
Failure, critical, success.
Okay, so -1, +2, +1. So a net of 2. What was your failure on?
A failure was on battle.
Okay.
Crit was on spear.
You end up in a less than favorable situation, but you manage to fight your way out of it quite good. You leave with, so that's a +2 success, right? So you do still face some damage. You take one damage over 1 hit.
Yeah. I'm unconscious. No. That's all it took.
I'd be very surprised.
And you get glory for the crit. Just to note that.
Yes.
Already counted.
Okay.
Which in fact made him pass the 200 mark.
2,000
Ooh.
or 200?
200.
200.
This
He's
year.
already past 2,000 mark.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
was
Yeah.
born like that.
It's great. We go to
We were born glorious.
Jaren next. What were your roll outcomes?
My roll outcomes.
Oh,
Did you not
didn't.
roll?
Did you succeed?
I don't think you rolled.
don't-
Yeah, you need to roll
don't think I
weapon of
did.
choice,
No, I just went
battle,
right
and
into it.
horsemanship with the 533.
Battle, horsemanship, and a weapon of your choice.
Got you. Okay, cool. Battle.
Sorry about that. I completely missed that.
No, that is okay. That's a fail on battle.
You even commented on Mark's rolls. So
Well, I was watching him make the rolls, but it didn't register to me that I was supposed to be doing that too.
Oh, there sure are a lot of
Okay.
dice rolls going on.
Yeah, not great for me. I got success on horsemanship and a fail on both of the other two things that I'm better at.
it's unfortunate. So that'll be at a -1.
That's all right.
Better than me.
Helen, you had a -3 total, right?
Yeah, I failed at everything. The ranged weapons. They're cursing me again.
You're getting some javelin strikes here, Jaren. And you managed to stay on your horse nonetheless. That's one thing you managed to do. But you have suffered 9 health past your armor from these exchanges.
Fine. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Fight for the Perin, Sir John.
Legit,
Yeah.
I think it's like 1 hit, and it's the first time he's been hit like really bad. He's gotten a minor wound before, but like the first time this really hit, and he's like, oh. And then another one hits him, and he's like,
Oh, that sucked. Oh, that also sucked.
oh
You-
my god, there's 2 of them. What? Do I take it out or do I leave it in?
Leave it in.
We move to you and your rolls now. What is your outcome?
Yeah, so Hugin did all right. He barely failed his spear, but he made his battle and horsemanship.
So -1 +2 +1 total. You take 3 health over 2 wounds. I rolled like
Right,
shit.
just
It's 2d6.
got nicked by some fast flying bugs or something as they were riding by.
Probably managed to stop most of a spear strike, or a javelin caught your armor, but not enough to actually fully, get in for a wound. It would hurt. Imagine taking a javelin that didn't manage to penetrate your chainmail. That would still hurt like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still a lot of. It's a
Fragments.
stick. It's a heavy stick being thrown at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A blunt trauma to something. Okay. So in this case, we have the lot of you fighting on hard as you pass through small town after small town, Pittleworth and Dunbridge, Albridge, and across the border. We're going to go ahead and give you guys a recognize roll. I think for Helen, you might sit this one out if you're in the back lines.
Yeah, considering how wounded I am, I've probably gone to either the surgeon's tent or helping other people.
Liam, recognize roll. Hugan and Jaren.
Who is it?
As you kind of near the crossing. Now, we saw a roll really early on where I did 2 rolls against each other. That was Ulvius versus a maneuvering army. We see that as the army of Wessex goes to fold back in, we see the banners of Port and Sussex at this crossing. As the armies of Silchester and Salisbury form, it's clear this is not an even fight. And as Wessex crosses back into safe territory, a standoff occurs with the greater army ahead. This goes to Ulfius's prudence. Let us see how this goes.
No.
Seems like a prudent guy.
Yeah, it's better than Earl Robert, the most prudent of earls.
If we sandwich the Saxon army between the two, maybe we're good.
The problem is
Push
they're
2
all on
big
the other
rocks
side of a
together.
narrow choke point.
Man.
Oh, hello, Armor.
We watch as what we thought was a certain victory turns into that stalemate we've seen where Logris backs Logris and Saxons back Saxons. As the 2 armies stand at the border, one river, and dividing the 2 from what would be some sort of outcome. And after a bit of a standoff, you're ordered back to Duplain. Seems that Cerdic and his army survived yet another day. But the damage was done.
Sorry, you go.
Damage was done. We saw the army get carved up. We saw an army that hasn't failed much lose on the battlefield. And it was only their allies that kept them readied for the next one.
I don't understand. The Saxons are always fighting each other. Why now do they have to come together?
It seems they have some unifying force. We could do well with that.
So, is that it? Just everybody goes home?
It's what our Lord commands.
It's the prudent decision. Neither side will gain anything from this conflict.
Nobody gained anything from any of this. There's so many dead.
Our Lord is still alive. That is what is important.
I believe that there was some plan to all this. If not man-made, then divine. Sorry, that was a lot.
It was, but this is going to be the first of many. The Saxons are invaders, and they will try to invade again. We just need to be more prepared next time. And we will be.
We cut away to Sarum. It's Christmas time. The snow is out. Bells are out. There is a celebration here that could have gone worse. I think at the same time it could have gone better. But people are pushing that down the best they can. We are going to zoom in one last time on a few moments with people. And we're going to honor in this point our Salisbury Anarchy folks. As we cut to, in your little vignette here at Christmas, what is it you focus on?
I think in this moment, family. It's been a few months since the battle, weeks.
Months. It was not even fall, so it's now winter.
Indeed. Even with a good few months, Helen would still be injured. But there's a worry and there's a pride. Sir Edrich is barely able to count victories because he always sees the next thing coming and the next threat and the next threat. But at the table, him with his wife, with the rest of his children, still so young, and with a young squire, scars on her face, who will be knighted, if not this year, then the next. He has a measure of, if not peace, then hope. That the next coming years will bring conflicts that can resolve this time of anarchy. He holds the hand of his wife, shares a toast with her, and, very badly, dances.
We see Sir Virgil next as we zoom in on him at Easter, or not, sorry, at Christmas rather. What is Virgil doing in your moment of vignette, Liam? What is Virgil doing?
Virgil, I think, is sitting alone at his part of the table. He's surrounded by the hounds, but they're all kind of tight, in body language around him. His wife sits nearby, but not really with him. And I think he just sits there and watches everybody else for the whole of the feast. And when it's time for it to be over, he politely stands and leaves.
Noted. We cut to Hugin next. See the new knight, not so new anymore. Now two formal battles under his resume.
I believe Hugon has another battle to fight here at Christmas, and he readies his forces. I believe after celebrating a bit with the fellow knights, even the squires, those beneath the salt, he will launch the attack. He'll have the squires make sure that the serving people don't somehow trip and throw all the food into Hugon's face. He has a few fellow knights make sure that the path is clear. There's no chairs in the way to trip over, no tables that just happen to be catching ankles. He has already spoken to a few people above the salt beforehand, many days beforehand, perhaps having Sir Bar as backup there. And finally, a priest's blessing, because this man has been cursed trying to approach Tegan Wynn, the lady in waiting for Lady Jenna. And it won't be this day, though. He has prepared everything. All considerations have been made. And he approaches, and he sits, and he smiles.
There's no roll required for this as we watch fate try to conspire against Hugin, but every contingency has been set. We see him sit, and without maybe words being spoken, we see the two smile and begin to converse. Maybe even flirting, who's to say? The body language reads enough that way as the camera pans away. And we cut to Lucius in Tintagel. Or not Lucius, sorry, Florence in Tintagel.
Florence himself appears to be enjoying the winter feast, sitting at the high table with his king and the other high lords. He jovially laughs and chats, playing the fool as he is wont to do, a jester of his own kind in his nobility. Yet behind the scenes, he plots his rebellion and the downfall of the kingdom of Cornwall, so that the duchy that once landed here can be reinstated, and what has been stolen will once again belong to the people it should. He knows that one day the king will return, and all the friends and people he has made here will either join him in the liberation of Cornwall, or he will face them as foes.
When the night is over, you stand, you begin to return to your chamber, and your eyes begin to blur, and your steps begin to slow, and your head feels funny. We watch...
His immediate thoughts are, oh shit, I've been poisoned.
We watch as Florence pitches forward in front of his chamber door, and we watch some of those guards of Prince Mark, the ones that stood beside him when Florence and Mark were talking. We watch them reach for Florence. One of them picks him up over his shoulders, and we fade to black from the scene. We cut back to one last moment. We see Earl Robert and a company of knights as they depart Sarum in the year 510, heading to the sword tournament in Logres, where the victor will be named by the Supreme Collegium, the High King of Britain. We cut to members of the Saxons that ride much the same under the banner of Wessex, those from Cornwall, with Florence notably absent, to Lot with his knights in the north, and to Leo de Grance with his knights from Gales. And with that, we end Salisbury Anarchy, the longest chapter we've played so far. And hopefully the longest chapter ever, because we will die in real life if we play at this pace. So, we have been playing this game now since 2020. 2021 we started. Late 2021.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we move into, for the first time ever, a storyline with Arthur in it. At least not baby Arthur.
Indeed.
We are back. Thanks for watching, y'all. This has been Salisbury Anarchy. We are back in November with the kickoff of the Boy King era and Salisbury. So I have yet.
We're finally getting the Arthur part of King Arthur Pendragon. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
4 years and we're almost there.
We had 1 year of King Aurelius Pendragon. We had
Also, Bob, forgive me if I missed it, but did you see that we reached our 400 goal tonight?
I did. We
Our
announced
400
it.
follower goal?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I missed it entirely.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do some outros, y'all. I will say this about the Florence scene. Did not look as if he were dead at the time he was being picked up.
No, that's for the first episode next time where Edrich receives Florence's head in the box.
Yes. Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
This is a bad eventide present.
All right,
To war.
y'all. Let's go ahead and do some outros. We'll start with Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas, and I have been a numerous cast of characters amongst Anarchy. I have been Sir Edrich, Marshal of Salisbury and Baron of Vagon. I have been Sir Cynstenian of much the same of Winterbourne Stoke. And I have been Sir Blethant, one of Sir Florence's men, all of them on this family tree leading up to Squire Helen, soon to be Dame Helen. It's been a hell of a ride, and it's been absolutely delightful. Looking forward to more of it.
Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just checking out our handy dandy Discord. By the way, did you know we have a Discord? Come check us out. Lots of fun things on there, such as memes and shit postings, as well as notifications on whenever we go live, as well as new projects we are in and or working on. You can find the link to that in the, I think it's pretty much everywhere. There should be one on the YouTube channel. There's one on the Twitch. If you're currently in chat, you can do !Discord, which I'm sure is being done right now, or has been done, yeah. And you click that link and you can come join us for all the fun, wild nonsense that we get up to. As well, hello, I have been Mark, aka the Cat's Meow, playing Sir Florence of Idmiston, Baron of the Axe, Earl of Ascalon, or whatever we're calling it now, as well as a host of other characters from the Idmiston family. Next time we are back, you shall see me playing Sir Lucius once more. Until then, please check out my stuff over at the Cat's Meow Show. I will be live tomorrow at, I want to say, 8 p.m. EST? That sounds about right. Where I'll
What's
be
that in
doing
Pacific
some...
Standard?
No idea. But yes,
EST.
I'll be
5?
playing some video games with some friends, and we'll be doing some voice acting for it. So join us for some fun nonsense with the great villainess as
I've been
well.
I've been really enjoying
Okay.
watching you play that. It's really fun.
Yay. It's a fun game. Other than that, I'll also be around on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Orphan Blood, and those two will be my last two streams for a while, because I'll be away for 2 weeks. I'll be in Japan, so I'll be traveling the world, seeing things, experiencing stuff. And in the meantime, I hear there's a series going on that may or may not be taking this time slot, and maybe someone may or may not announce it or give a shout out to it or something like that. Anyway, that's me.
Liam.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liam. I have played Dallin of Durnford, Perin of Durnford, Virgil of Durnford, and also I did a little bit of GMing for this channel every once in a while. And of course, my new baby boy, Sir Jaren of Durnford. I have had such a wonderful time with this series and with this crew, and I'm so happy and blessed to be able to spend my Sunday nights doing this. We do have a thing coming up. Bob and I are working together on a little 3-run mini-series with some familiar faces and a couple of new ones, where I'm going to be running a clergy little 3-shot campaign set in the interim leading up to the sword tournament. Super excited. It's going to be fun. Everybody's going to play priests, and none of them are going to be any good at sword. And I'm so excited for that. That'll be taking the regular slots on Sundays, right, Bob, at some point during October-ish?
Yeah, we have them, I want to say it's the 11th of October.
That sounds right to me. Yeah. Either way, it's
12th, 19th, 26th.
It's going to be a great time, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to explore that aspect of a very important part of Kimric culture at this time. That's all for me. I have other things to plug, but you can talk about them you can see them in other episodes, and you have a wonderful evening, everybody.
And we go to Zach.
Hello, what a journey, what a long journey, especially for you guys. I just hopped onto the train and I'm already like, man, look, all this history. I already feel like the ghosts of the favored sons were there at that feast or celebrating with everyone, that anarchy. Well, it's kind of done. It's kind of done, hopefully forever. But we'll see, I guess. But yes, I've been Zach. Been playing a couple characters here. We got Corric, all of Newton Manor, of course. We got Corric the conniving. We got Jaren the bloodthirsty, and we got Hugon the huge one. And it's been a blast playing each one. They're very different. They're all knights, but they're very different kinds of knights, and it's fun jumping into the headspace of each one every time I get an opportunity. But I play also on other channels. We'll be starting up. Well, I think Bob will probably go into some of it, but Mark will also be starting up some vampire stuff as well as the game with Matthew Dawkins and Bob. So you'll hear all about that soon. It's going to be a great time as well.
Yeah, just wanted to start with, you guys have been an absolute blast to play through with this game. Even though you've kind of picked up for the first time like a long character, Zach, you were involved in a bit of the original Favored Sons, a bit of sort of victory and pivotal moments. You're there for I guess the death of the Newton Manor dad and Roderick nearly dying and Dallin nearly dying. You've been there for the Humble Creek feud. You're there for the sword being retrieved from Excalibur being retrieved from the lake.
Yeah, the first encounter with the magic sword. Encounters with magic swords always go well. We've seen this time and time again. So I just want to reiterate that.
But yeah, it's been awesome playing with all you guys, and I'm looking forward to continuing it. For those that have been watching us through this game, through Somerset on Tuesdays or Wales on Fridays, we will be speeding things up a little bit so we don't play this for the next decade. We are going to be moving to aiming for 2 episodes in-game year, sometimes falling to 3. But that's the goal.
We're speeding it up. We're going to do 2 episodes a real life year.
Oh, sorry. Other way around. 2 episodes per in-game year. It's tired. I just said that backwards too.
2 years an episode.
You did it right. I'm just teasing.
I said it's tired.
We could
I'm late.
speedrun. We could speedrun each arc. I think we could do that. We just talk at 100 times speed, and then we go, have you heard the news?
Okay, so that is what's happening. You can join us back in November for both Salisbury Sundays and Somerset Tuesdays. We'll be doing something different on Fridays, though. Same crew. We have opted, after a very dramatic end for them, given they don't have really heirs, they're going to be put on pause until the conquest period. So all of Boy King, they will not be playing Pendragon. They'll be returning in the next era to play their heirs, and that was kind of their choice. So we will be launching something to keep that game ongoing. We'll be launching something in the interim that'll be more short term. They are voting on that now, so I don't have that to announce quite yet. But we'll see what that is, and then we will be launching.
You're gonna be
that.
playing Monopoly.
Yes, just one really long fucking game. It's gonna last about 8 months. But in all seriousness, outside of this, you might have seen throughout the stream tonight, we listed our upcoming October schedule. So even though we're not meeting back for till November, in October we have a ton of shit happening. You should check it out. We have Matthew Dawkins running Vampire the Dark Ages for us, featuring Zach, myself, Lore by Night, and Ree from Mortal Rolls. It'll be a 3-parter. We also have Liam's game, as mentioned, and that may or may not have someone really well known in the Pendragon community. So we will update that when that's available. We have Daggerheart for Roll for Wishes. Alongside, Liam's is also a Roll for Wishes event. But we'll be doing a Daggerheart one-shot, Roll for Wishes, with Monty Glue of the Unexpectables. So you can join us for that. That'll be pretty fun. Run by Cyberbro. And what else am I missing? I think at that point, it just comes down to the interview, yes? B. Dave Walters will be joining me on a TTRPG talk. We'll sit down and discuss some game design. We'll talk about LA by Night, and we'll go from there. So that is what's coming up. And a couple more announcements. You can look forward to an announcement of a Legend of the Five Rings November miniseries featuring some of the cast from this with the Game Master, John Wick. Thank you. I knew I was missing something. Delta Green, run by Trent, involving Thomas, will also be taking place and Cyberbro will also be taking place in October. And I'm going to stop there because otherwise I'm just going to overwhelm. But yeah, we have lots of really great stuff coming up. And thanks for watching, y'all. If you want to stick around, I'm losing my ability to speak. So I'm going to quickly write out to somebody and we'll talk to you later. Take care.
Farewell. Goodbye.
Bye.